Hey riders, welcome aboard. I think we're gonna have a pretty light day today. Are we streaming? Yes, we are, folks. Let's get the mic up here. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Just trying to get things adjusted here. Now, we don't want that. Here, let's put that over there. Okay, folks, thanks for joining me today. Today is the twice weekly indoor cycling group ride, 1.5 to 2.5 watts per kilo. Hope everyone's here. Let me just check things out here. I'm just checking this. I'm on camera. Oh, we've actually got a few riders here today. Surprise, surprise, folks. Surprise, surprise. Actually kind of surprised with that. So we've only got 30 seconds to go, folks. This 35 kilometers is just going to fly by. So I'm here. We got OTBASAP, level 82 rider. Never seen him before. We got a user here. Bobo64, Lance Legstrong, C-Ben, Dave in Saskatoon. Right on, Dave. So Saskatoon, folks, is next door to me to the east. Oh, sorry, folks. I'm not paying attention here because I'm the group leader today. Usually I'm not. Look, you guys are all gone. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Whoa Nelly's here, Lance Legstrong, great to see them. So riders, just stick near me and we'll be through this in no time. Perfect route for today. Wow, look at all the yellows here. Here are the hardcores. Whoa Nelly, Jetro, Lance Legstrong, Ota. Well, what am I going to call this guy? OT. He's working a little OT tonight. And actually, I'm yellow now too. I'm not sure if you noticed that. I just hit it, I probably hit it early last week or something. Jared Wayne in the mix. So I got to assume most people here are pretty familiar with group rides, but if they're not, this is for the people, you know, the thousands that are going to watch this later. And on a group ride, your leader, you'll see the leader. My name, Colin Emerson, has a little star beside it on the left-hand side. It also shows up on the bottom of the screen on the profile. That's your leader. The farther you drift back from the leader, the more pull, the more assist you're going to get from the leader. So it's a great way if you want to do a recovery ride, if you're brand new to cycling, that you can hang with the hitters. Or people that are just stronger. Let's say you've done some racing and you got a bunch of friends that are going on a ride, but you want to ride really easy, you just hang at the back and float around. We actually do have just a few rollers here to get through. I see a Trek Speed Concept here. I'm on the Shiv. A lot of road bikes. So Dave in Saskatoon, who is this guy? Level 21. Great to see him. So Dave, I'm in Alberta. And here's a little Canadian geography for you, folks. I'm in Alberta, second province from the west. Saskatchewan is right next door to us. Two big cities in Saskatchewan, really. Regina, that's the capital. But the big city really is Saskatoon. Oh, did we lose Dave? I'm not sure if he disappeared there. His name just kind of vanished. We'll see. Oh. Yeah, folks, if I do push over 2.5, no, there he is. It's only because I'm not paying attention. And my group rides, feel free to do what you want. drop the hammer, leave me, stick right by my side, dangle at the back. Who's this guy? Ranks. Ranks level 21. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Saskatoon, you know, around here you'd say it's northern Saskatchewan. The reality is, it's only halfway up Saskatchewan. After you leave Saskatoon, you're starting to get into kind of the middle of nowhere when you go north. The next major town would be Prince Albert, and that's kind of like, I've lived there. I lived, hey Dave, you probably know all the areas well. I lived up at Christopher Lake, north of Prince Albert, right outside the park there. I was only there a couple of years. Couldn't really make it work up there. I thought I'd be able to work up there, find a job, train my sled dogs up there. That's why I moved there. I was really into sled dog racing, perfect environment, always snowy, always cold, which I hate now. And really big dog community up there. Chad Ritchie, hey Colin, crew, I'm here, but not on the bike. Missing the ride. Colin, you're in good company with Jetro and Lance Legstrong. All Canadian pound on the front end, nice. Yeah, no turkey here, Chad. None for me. Got some brand new riders here though, like Dave in Saskatoon is brand new. Ranks is brand new. OT, the level 82 guy who's working some OT, brand new. So really good to see, folks. This is a really nice route. We're up in the Dolomites here. As you know, Bormio is the start town of the westerly ascent of the Stelvio. That's the first one. Well, I'm going to say Chad, Lance, Jetro, OT probably, myself, Whoa Nelly. We all had to ride that way back when. You guys remember that? Drop me some comments if you do. So in the old season, it wasn't just grind, ride, get gold, get XP. Still had numbers, but it would be like beginner. Do these 3 rides, do 1 race, and get a total suffer score of 300 or something, and then collect another 5,000 XP doing whatever you want. Well, I think it was to get off the 2nd level, you have to ride the Stelvio. I've talked about this before, but I just want people to hear it again, which is pretty epic. And I remember at the time, so I started in April of 2021. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I was in complete shock. I think it took me 2 hours and 40 minutes my first time up the Stelvio, because I didn't know how to climb whatsoever. And as soon as I was done, I'm like, yep, everyone should have to do it. You're right, they should. I really like that system, because it would say right on there, you have to compete in X amount of races. You have to do X amount of whatever. If you don't do it, that's your choice. But you're not going to move on. The problem with it was, I think the Stelvio was so hard for certain people. And when I say certain, it was a lot of people. I remember looking at the, you know when you look at a chart and it shows you how far ahead of you are of the group, of the community? It was like 93% of the people, 92%, never got to that level in 2021. Because they were just like, I'm not doing the Stelvio. Now I've done it multiple times. Haven't done it in a while though. Actually, when I went back, so I did it that one time, was on Rouvy for a couple years. Me and Jills went back, and I think the second time I was like 1 hour and 38 minutes, like shaved an hour off. Had a really good pacing partner though. This is Coast City right here, folks. Coast City. And actually what I did that weekend, Joey Jojo wasn't around. I think she was in Vegas. Believe it or not, at a crime convention. Well, actually, you guys will believe that. That's all we live and breathe over here. You know, just just everyone kill themselves. Like, you know, that's all we live and breathe over here. So she was at a crime convention. It was actually the Crime Con, the big one, with all the big shots and stuff like that. So I did, on Friday, I did the Bormio ascent. On Saturday, I did the Prato ascent. No, I did the old ascent from the north, the Umbrail Pass. And it was actually the shorter one. I think it was only 1,400 meters. There's a new version now that just lengthens it out to, I think, almost 1,900 meters. And then on Saturday, I did the side from Prato, like the super famous side. Just made myself a challenge. That's the kind of things I like to do on Rouvy. Just make my own challenges up. A lot of fun. So yeah, we're already 6 kilometers in, looking like 3.6, 3.7 miles in 8 minutes. So we're motoring along pretty good here. Again, a couple of bumps to deal with, but no big deal. I think everyone's sticking right together. Let's get over this bump and then just coast. Pro coaching here. Take it easy as possible. So yeah, busy day again, working on my channel all morning. Didn't get a ride in earlier, so this is my one ride today. I did the Muckers Worldwide Championship Series race commentary at noon. That was a good race. You can find it on the channel. Inside Cycling World. Please like, subscribe, support any way you can. I've been pushing this lately too. Please consider becoming a member. Until I hit it big with one of the companies. Actually, at the Muckers race today too was really cool. Carol Susik. I'd say Carol is a perennial top 5 finisher at any Muckers race. Absolutely the most competitive racing on Rouvy is that Thursday race with the Muckers. Neil and Kyle put all that work into that, maintaining their website, maintaining the blog. They're known as the Bolton Boys now. A name that Neil just loves. But I'm going with it. There's a story behind it. I'll tell it on the next video. And so Carol shows up, check. He shows up with Daniel Turek. Now, if you're not familiar with that name, I probably wouldn't be either, except I've been really into esports racing on YouTube. So, my whoosh had the UCI Esports Championships. Daniel Turek was a top 20 finalist, 20 riders. Actually, I think it was 22 that went through to the final. Pretty sure. And it's really good racing there because they do split the money evenly. The women are racing for the same purse as the men, but for some reason they let 22 men through and only 20 women. I don't think it affected it at all, but the top ladies won the same as the top men, which is cool. It brings up the competition. And anyways, Daniel Turek finished 10th overall. Like, no joke. You gotta qualify for it too. It's not like you just show up with your bike, you know, and your trainer and plug in. It's nothing like that. It's deadly serious racing. So, yeah, he was at the Muckers race today. I guess he's good friends with Carol. And so he was helping Carol. Look at this guy here, Eliminator. Eliminator 54, hey dude. New name? These are probably all Americans riding off their turkey indulgent shame. That's what it is, folks. They're like, I ate so much food. And now they gotta get rid of it all. Penelope's here. Hey Penelope. Nice seeing you as usual. Penelope for, I guess well, I don't want to say it's Thanksgiving Day, but probably a good Black Friday. So she just upgraded to the kicker core. So she's pretty happy with that. Penelope, I meant to ask you, what do you think about the feel between your old trainer? I'm just maxed out here on my gears. This is when I need the Chad Ritchie kicker bike with selectable gears, a 60 tooth on the front. I'm rolling with a 50, so I'm not really a time trial expert on this one. Really happy you guys showed up. At the beginning, it was just me and OT Man sitting in the start chute. I'm like, okay, well, I'm still gonna go. So really nice to see the support here. See Ben, User, Jetro, Bobo, Jared Wayne, Eliminator, who I'm not sure if you just popped in with us or your name's just been bouncing around and I haven't seen it. Actually, Penelope, you know what's funny? I think this course was the first group ride that you and I ever did together. I think it was your first week on Rouvy, and you'd already found my channel. And I think we kind of chatted a bit. Maybe you jumped in the Discord, and we met up here. Pretty sure. How's everyone doing back there? I think pretty good. I think we're riding, you know, in that comfortable pace. Let's all get a draft off this car. Looks like one of those little Fiats or something. Maybe a Mini. No, I think it's a Fiat 500. She might have seen Jared Wayne before. And I think these groups are growing every week now. Not supposed to be hard, just chill. Nothing crazy. I'm actually starving today, so I'm looking forward to supper after this. We'll hit the chat. Okay. Oh my! Chad Ritchie here says, hey Penelope, looking forward to joining Nobby and the rest of us tomorrow on the Hawaii 110. Is that tomorrow, Chad? I thought that was Saturday. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Steven Cycles, I've ridden this road in real life, but in the opposite direction. Yeah, Steven powering uphill. Chad saying, great job leading this group. Just kind of coasting along here, Chad. Yeah, Penelope, this is it. This is the route. Yeah, we were right together the whole time. Yeah, I was looking for you. I think we just bumped into each other as well. I swear it was your first week on Rouvy. And you said something nice about the channel, about the Inside Cycling World channel. Got you into the Discord somehow. I can't remember how that all went down. Okay, so Chad Ritchie here, folks, is saying the Hawaii 110 tomorrow. I don't even know which route that is. That can't be the full Ironman, can it? Maybe it is. The 185k one? I think it is. 185k? Yeah, that sounds about 110. Yeah, I would say so. And then they're doing Mont Ventoux on Saturday. And I think they're both set as just rides. Just show up and ride, folks. Not races, but not group rides either. I don't think so. I saw the discussion this morning. Okay, 110 miles. Yeah, I think it's 185k. So there is a full triathlon. So that's the actual full triathlon route around the Big Island. Steven, let's get the chopper up. Hey, did you guys see the flight sim video? Please watch it and please like it. Penelope, you must have found me. We must have just spoken briefly because I'm like, oh, there she is. I didn't even know you was Penelope then. It was Pit Stop. I just saw Pit Stop 34. I'm like, hey, there she is. I've seen her name somewhere. It could have been Strava, it could have been YouTube. Comments. Yeah, so check out the flight sim video if you can. I'm really trying to promote that video And when I say flight sim video, yes, it's using a flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Trust me, it's not like a video game. It's really, really good graphics. And Steven helped me out a lot on this. He did all the piloting, and I as usual, just blathered on. Too bad you couldn't get paid to do that, eh? Talk about stuff. I've not figured that out yet. But yeah, so we check out the call to Tourmalet. So the video is going to show up as soaring over Le Tour de France or something like that. Call to Tourmalet. And we're going to investigate all the cool climbs, give you a different angle of what they look like. Because I find sometimes when you ride, you don't really get the right perspective. Oh, so you're doing that too? Okay. What time does the, 7 a.m. Eastern? Okay, might be out of that one. However, Just Ride, can you teleport, Chad? So if I see friends online, can I teleport to one of you? I think you can. Or does it have to be a group ride then? Because if that's the case, I'll let you guys get close to the finish. I'll jump in and throw my arms in the air. Wow, big day, guys, big day. Big day on the bike. So yeah, Muckers was fun today. Yeah, really competitive. And I just wish some people would get their trainers calibrated right. Yeah, it just throws things off. We all know who we're talking about. But calibrate your trainers. Get your weight correct. You don't weigh 130 pounds. If you do, that's great. But some people just mix up their weight. Calibrate your trainers as much as you can. Because we have people over and over and over showing up and doing like superhuman things. Kind of tired of it. Gonna have to tweak my gears a bit. Cables were changed last week and they've stretched a bit since. Yeah, okay, Just Ride mode, slide your avatar marker on the profile to the group. So anyone that's watching this for the first time to the channel with Rouvy, if you go in Just Ride mode, you'd be kind of like, well, why would I do that? You can use Just Ride to slide your avatar along the bottom. So let me get back into the actual application here. That red pinky bubble you see, if you were to start the ride right now, you're going to be, according to the screen, 15.85 kilometers behind me and the group. You started late. However, this is a group ride, so, but say it's a Just Ride mode. In Just Ride, you're at the start. Well, I'm never going to catch up with Colin and the crew, OT, Eliminator, Jetro. I want to hang with my bros. You just put your mouse on the bubble, your bubble, and slide it along, and you will catch up with us. That's how you're going to ride with your friends. So I might do that tomorrow. I think I'm doing a workout as well. Yeah, my gears are bad right now. I'm going to just give that barrel on the cable a quick twist when I'm done here. Yeah, I remember that. You almost hit that house. Imagine living here. Just crazy. Just what a crazy world. It's so funny, like I always talk about this. Where are the houses? Where are the houses? I mean, I know they're houses. Generally, they're like multi-generational homes. The whole family's there. And they build like almost like a condominium. And they all live together, which is kind of cool, really. So yeah, probably doing a workout tomorrow. Hey, one quick warning though, if you're doing that Just Ride slide your avatar thing, and it's challenge route, you won't get credit for the route. Because you kind of skip part of it. Why else would you use it? You could use it to maybe practice a certain hill, get to the top, you can slide your avatar back and go again. That would be another good use for it. Also drafting in Just Ride mode. So that's what they'll be doing tomorrow. In the group ride mode, there's magnet and drafting. Getting some great draft here right now off Jetro, Lance Legstrong, Bobo. We have a dog we call Bobo. Actually, his name is Teddy Bo. And of course, and then he becomes Bobo. Flying along, folks. Look at this. 17 kilometers in 22 minutes. Almost 18 kilometers in 22 minutes. Flying with really no effort. Like, I'm spun out. Almost hitting top speed here. Can't wait till we get our speed bump. That's coming somewhere down the road with an update. Of course, when that comes out, I'll do a quick video on it. I think over the next little while, I'm going to do some tutorial videos. Maybe, like, you know, for newcomers. Not for all these hardened pros here. Probably more how to level up faster, things like that. How to get gold coins faster. Oh yeah, so Penelope's going to do the whole 110 miles per hour. Okay guys, I'll be chatting with you guys the whole way, so have your phones ready. I love it. Just get in the draft, Penelope. And you know, I guess you can use a time trial bike for it. Is that allowed, chat? I'm not sure. It is just ride, but yeah, you could use a time trial bike. Yeah, you could, because you're all meeting at a predetermined point. Everyone show up. It's not an event that you need to register for. This is going to be we're all just riding together. Hey folks, let's meet at 7 a.m. Click. Meet you at the mailbox on the corner out by Old Man Johnson's place. Click. One of those. Did I tell you guys to like my flight sim video? Okay, like, trust me. Chris Dark gave it a thumbs up. He was like, dude, he goes, love your flight sim video. Dude, buy me coffee. Thank you so much, Chris. I love it. Love it. Anyone that watches it thinks it's really cool. There's a lot of history in it. I did just listen to the 1923 book by Ned Boulting. That's a book where he found at auction, I think it was a 2.5 minute clip of footage from the 1923 Tour de France. It's mostly a history book, but you get a lot of cool early Tour de France history in it. And a lot of side shoots, you know, they end up talking about German occupation of France in World War II at times. And first off, he didn't even know what year the footage was from. Because way back when, I think it was 5 or 6 years straight, because he looked at the footage and it had from this town to this town, he could see it on a board, or the Tour de France literature at the time. And he said, okay, got it, figured it out. Then he did more digging. For like 5 or 6 years straight, they ran the same stage every year, exact same distance. So he's like, okay, I got 6 years to pick from. Then it was all just a matter of looking at things in the pictures. He'd find like people in the pictures and then go talk to their relatives that possibly still lived in the homes or not, or nearby. Yeah, really interesting stuff. So I wove a lot of that stuff into that video. So it's not just, you know, flying around doing loop-de-loops and dive rolls and dive bombing buildings. It's like a scenic tour of the Col de Tourmalet. Check it out, folks. I'm really trying to push it hard. I'm not really super promotional, but I'm really asking for your help to bump that one up. Just give it a watch and please like it. It's very hard to defeat my YouTube overlords. Their algorithms are strong. But we are the resistance fighting Cyberdyne. Something like that, right? Here we are, folks, 22 kilometers in. My heart rate's 114. Am I working? Just gonna jump in the chat here, see what's going on. So Mike jumped in. Mike's my buddy, remember from, met Mike in grade 10. That would have been, I think last time too I said 1987. That would have been like fall of 1984. 40 years later, Mike. It's 40 years. Pedal faster column, this is my only cardio for the week. Just popped in to see what's going on. It's super chill, Mike. We're flying down from Bormio to Tirrano in northern Italy, up in the Dolomites. Chad saying the cold winter months are a great time to build base endurance miles. We will stay in zone 2 pace, so not racing, be on the GRC voice chat. And join us, folks. Yeah, everyone can jump into that. Penelope, you'll be able to hang. How much climbing's in that route? I mean, it's going to be a good chunk because it's so long. It's 110 miles. Hey Mike, I don't know if you heard. Check out the latest video, not live. My flight sim video. You're gonna love it. Check it out. I think it's called Soaring Over the Tour de France. Something new I got talked into doing, which I really appreciate. Yeah, we're just flying here, folks. Flying downhill all the way. Ooh, and I'm hungry. Everyone's nice and tight in this group here. Avatars look really good today. Oh, Nellie's coming up on my left shoulder here, riding the same bike even. Got Bobo 64 on my right. Lance is here too. C-Ben. Eliminator. So guys, if you want a really long ride tomorrow, join Chad at 7 a.m. Eastern Time to do the full Ironman course out on Kona. It's Kona? Is that what it is? They always talk about Kona. Yeah, it's Kona. The Queen whatever highway. Ranks coming up. Just coasting now, folks. 67 kilometers an hour. I'd be holding on for dear life here. These days, when I hit 50k an hour going down a hill, I'm holding on, like ready to die. Because I just think hitting that pavement at 50k an hour, I think I'd be retiring. So a little bump here. I can see there's a tiny bump at the end too, but we got this. We got this, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, loving the winter here in Canada right now. Mike's experiencing it too. It's almost sickening. Usually we don't get snow, this much snow this early. Yeah. Mike, I can imagine where you park at home, driving down that back alley, the ice ruts, you kind of get locked into them. Yeah, guys, you don't know what you're missing out on. Chad, who lives in North Carolina. So much fun. And it's been snowing kind of all day for the last 2 days. Just lightly, but annoying. I think it's next week though, above freezing, let it all melt. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, snow. Okay, so 4,000 feet, so what's that, 1,300 meters, something like that? Yeah, like it's gonna be low. I know it's relatively flat, but it's gonna add up over that distance, right? Just flying, folks, love it. What a way to get some nice miles in. So, if you guys know any of these other people here, spread the word. Share the channel to them. Maybe they'll become a huge sponsor. Maybe one of these riders is like some, I don't know, kingpin of something or other. And he's like, yeah, dude, yes, dude. Let's do this. I think it's Eliminator 54, just his avatar. He's a hitter. He's a bigwig. Nah, actually, Dave in Saskatoon is probably him. So I'm thinking. He's involved in mining in northern Saskatchewan. Did you know that Saskatchewan has the most potash in the world, apparently? They have huge potash mines, and I wouldn't be surprised if Dave doesn't work in that industry because the mines are very close to Saskatoon. And you're like, potash? Who cares? Potash is what's used to make all the fertilizers for all of our food. So yeah, biggest deposits. They have huge lithium deposits there. They actually have their own oil sands too. Obviously there's a border between Saskatchewan and Alberta. You flip over the border, it's there too, folks. I think it's slightly deeper, a little bit harder to extract. Where's Alberta? The oil sands are basically at surface. So they're just sitting there leaking oil into the environment well before we ever discovered the need for petroleum products. Thousands and thousands of years. So we like to joke around that it's a cleanup project. There's a giant river up there. I think it's the Athabasca. It's just cutting its way down through the valley. And the Wabasca member of the Fort McMurray Formation, or is it the Clearwater? Depends where you are. That's the oil-bearing member of that formation. And in places it's like at surface. It is at surface where the river cut down. So basically the river cut down through it over time. It's cutting down. That stuff's here like this. River cuts its way down. It's just oozing oil out into the environment. Thousands of years of it. Stories of them lighting it on fire. Well before we had engines. So yeah, now they excavate it all out. Use steam-assisted gravity drainage. SAGD, that's a big thing up here. It's actually a really cool process when you see it happening. As it's happening, it's like, okay, well, this is ugly. But I took an environmental management program. Got me nowhere. Hence this. Hence this. You like this? The reclamation, I think it's Suncor. Suncor? Yeah, Suncor. You would never be able to even tell there was anything there. They spent so much money reclaiming it. It's giant, like, tailings pond. And the environmental regulations here are so tough. Like, there was one a few years ago, I think it was Suncor. I took some environmental law courses. Got me nowhere. Got me nowhere. Let's go with that from now on. And they have these cannons that go off all the time. Well, a bunch of ducks landed in the tailings ponds. I think it was so cold out, the warning cannons weren't going off, and some ducks died. I think it was, I don't know, like 20 or 30 ducks died. They got charged millions of dollars. Millions. So I guess what I'm telling you is, don't think that they're just kind of running around willy-nilly up there, throwing dirty oil and dirty sand in people's backyards. It's not like that. Super regulated. But yeah, there's a spin on it that it's nasty. So hence Colin is unemployed, folks. But the channel, it's gonna take off. You just watch. You guys are the OG crew from the beginning. How far we got, riders? Oh wow, 3.5 miles, 5.75 kilometers. Rocking it out. Got a couple little rolls at the end here and we're almost done. What's our prediction for a finishing time? 41 minutes maybe? If that? 40. Can we do this in 3 minutes? I don't know if we can do it in 3. Definitely been pushing a little bit harder here. My heart rate's back up. Okay, just reading here. Average 1%, max 11. If only a little, I'll only lower a little. Yeah, Penelope, feel free to do what you want. It's your Rouvy, right? Yeah, you can't ask a lady her age, her weight, or her reality level on cycling simulators. Love it. I love the humor, Penelope. Thanks, Chad. It's fun. Hey, Chad, how was supper? You guys must be well into it. How many plates? How many plates? I want to hear like 3. I'm a 3-plater on our Thanksgivings, and then it's rough afterwards. Better get into the app here to see what I'm dealing with. Oh yeah, okay. This little chunk right here. You know, guys, when we go up hills too, you know, I've seen lots of comments, well, yeah, but they were riding over 2.5. It's just a hill. People are going to put a little bit more power on. Actually, I feel fine too if people take off. Like if there's a hill, like if there was a hard hill on here, and let's say you're not a great climber, blast ahead, take it on, and we'll pick you up on the way up. Jump on, dude. Jump on. Then you won't feel like you're getting left behind. I do that. Actually, I know I've done it at Lance's here. Lance leads the Thursday group ride. Actually, I bet you it's Lance. Am I correct, guys? The Tuesday, Thursday, 10 a.m. in the morning for me is probably the longest running group ride and probably the biggest. Right, guys? Oh, I remember this little bump here. Like Tuesdays, usually Nobby leads it, I think. Nobby Styles, Andrew Styles. And then Lance leads it on Thursdays most of the time. It's been going forever. Find it, folks. Jump in it. Support them. It's always fun. I haven't done one in a while. But yeah, they're good times. All group rides, new routes every week. So Dave's just behind me. Lance is sweeping the back of the group ride today. Everyone else is kind of 30 to 80 meters ahead of me. Still waiting for the Chad Ritchie turkey dinner smash fest update. Oh, folks, dropped my chain. Hang on here. Can I work it back on? I won't be able to work it back on. Chain drop. Oh, still. Okay, we're okay. Good thing we're going downhill. I got the boys behind me to pick me up here. Let me just get back into proper gear. That's what happens, folks. Chain drop. So now, if you're new, you're watching this thinking, what is this all about? Everyone that's ahead of me, I think once you're about 2 seconds out, probably these guys right here, 40 meters, yeah, that's probably 2 seconds ahead. They're all going to get a penalty against them now for abandoning me on the side of the road when I was fixing my bike. It's just, yeah, it's just to try to keep you together. And obviously I'm just joking around. I'll catch up to them. They're waiting for me. I'll just dig a little bit deeper here. Get over this little bump. Then we're free from there. So my timing was really bad because we're at 42 minutes. So I'll have to adjust that front derailleur too. Remember, I just had both the cables done. I think it was very late last week. So maybe they stretched a bit more. So yeah, I just shifted the chain right off onto the crank arm over the big ring. So I gotta lock that down. Yeah, technical difficulties. It was so tasty. Yeah, I definitely carved up for the 100-mile. Yeah, good job. Yeah, so at our Thanksgiving, which was October, I know I had 3 plates, and it was like every plate. My favorite thing is the mashed potatoes. Every plate, I had a huge serving of potatoes. By the 3rd plate, I was probably just having potatoes and stuffing. You can imagine the volume that went into this gut. I felt so sick, no dessert. Chet says he doesn't understand meters, the metric system. It's just by tens, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10 millimeters in a centimeter. Well, let's get it really crazy. 2.54 centimeters to an inch. How about that? A 50 cal, like a 50 cal shell out of a big weapon, it's 12.7 mils. Half of 25.4. That's where the caliber comes from. 0.50 cal is half an inch. 12.7 mils. Why are we talking about this, Chad? I don't know how I got on that topic. Oh yeah, Penelope, Lance and Wonelli have been around here forever. They remember the Stelvio Must days. You have to ride the Stelvio to get off this level. No guts, no glory, folks. I did it too. I wish they'd bring that back, to be honest. You know, here's a set number of routes you got to do. Throw a hard one in, you know, ramp them up. The Stelvio was probably way too early for most people. But if I did it like at 230 pounds, because that's what I weighed back then, anyone can do it. I'm not a small dude, and I made it. And now I think everyone should. And then, you know, be like, oh, do 2 races. Doesn't matter what race. And then get this many total suffer score points. I think it was TSS points. I believe so. I'm just going to coast now. 500 meters to go. Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you know someone here that's not part of my channel, just let them know about the channel and tell them about the video. That's what I'm trying to get you to do here. Also, check out my flight simulator video. It's really cool. It's not just, like I said, we're not flying around in F-18s or whatever the other ones are, F-35s. We're sightseeing. We're checking out the Col de Tourmalet. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining. We're all done there. So I'm going to give that a 5 just because it's so easy. Look at my average watts, 130. Heart rate, 119. Yeah, that was a good chill ride. Just jump in the chat quickly here. Penelope wants more challenges. That's what she wants. Chad Ritchie's saying that Lance Legstrom was on the Gem City Team Time Trial this month. That dude has got serious power and a great team. Awesome. Thanks, Penelope. Penelope saying great video. Well done, Colin. Okay, riders, make sure you come back next week. Chad will be back in charge, I think. I guess now that I'm fully backed with a real subscription to Rouvy, I'll start looking for some routes to do. I want to start getting back on organizing more of a longer ride on Saturdays. I know we got maybe a slightly harder race coming now. I think that's this Saturday it starts. So it's good. It's actually got official status. Team GRC Saturday slightly longer ride. Penelope saying, yeah guys, please like the videos. The only way I can grow is if you like the videos and they get shared to other people. So when someone types in cycling, they're gonna go, hey, this video was liked by 400 people. Throw it out to them. That's how YouTube works. If the video is incredible and it has 1 like, it doesn't get shared to anyone. It just dies. I have a lot of those videos that just died, dead stop. My Joey Jojo tells our daughters, go back and like every single one of Colin's videos. Like seriously, that would help. And I just tell them, you guys don't have to do that. Okay, riders, Gonna jump here soon. You know what's coming though. Be prepared for this. Outro time. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.